Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin Wrestling News. Here's your news for Monday, August 27, 2018. Mean Gene Okerlund announced the following on Facebook. Sad to report that longtime WWE executive Ed Cohen died yesterday. Ed was basically in charge of securing venues for WWE house shows and later television takings. In the early years, Cohen was especially close in working with Vince and Linda McMahon because income from house shows was a main revenue stream for the then young company. Ed remained with the company for many years, but his failing health became an issue in later years, and he was less involved. R.I.P. Ed Cohen. And on behalf of Jammin Wrestling News, I want to extend my condolences, prayers, and good vibes out to the family and friends of Ed Cohen. Such a horrible thing to hear about. I also want to send condolences, good vibes, and prayers out to everyone affected from yesterday's shooting in Jacksonville, Florida. Stay strong, guys. As previously noted, Scott Colton, better known as Colt Cabana, is suing Phillip Brooks, better known as CM Punk, for breach of contract and fraud in Cook County Circuit Court. During his recent podcast, Cabana addressed his lawsuit against Punk by saying, "All I want is for this thing to be settled. I don't have anything to say about it. I'm going to try not to say anything about this until after everything unfolds, I guess." Thanks to SESscoops.com for the quote. ET Canada officially announced that Summerslam 2019 weekend events will take place at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. "We are thrilled to bring WWE's biggest event of the summer back to Toronto," said John Sabor, WWE Executive Vice President of Special Events, in a statement. "We look forward to working with our partners at Tourism Toronto and Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment to build a blueprint that welcomes our global fan base to the great city of Toronto." The following events will be held in Toronto as part of SummerSlam weekend. Saturday, August 10th will be NXT TakeOver. Sunday, August 11th will be SummerSlam. Monday, August 12th will be Raw. And Tuesday, August 13th will be SmackDown. Becky Lynch sent out the following tweet regarding her storyline with Charlotte Flair. It all started when Becky Lynch went and tweeted a photo of Charlotte kicking her in the back, and then Becky slapping Charlotte in the face. And then below the photo, she tweeted, "The difference between me and you, Charlotte, you waited until my back was turned. I waited until I could look you in the eye." Becky Lynch also retweeted the following fan comment from Kirk Betty when Betty replied to a WWE tweet that said, "Did you support Becky Lynch the entire time she was trying to become SmackDown Women's Champion?" Kirk Betty tweeted, "You mean, am I behind the person that beat everyone fair and square to get a title match, only to get attacked from behind by her best friend to steal the title away during said match? I don't know, WWE, you tell me." While it has been confirmed that Neville is no longer under contract to WWE, PWIinsider.com reports that Neville was spotted in Pittsburgh last week. This is considered interesting timing because Pittsburgh is where WWE does medical testing. Meanwhile, former WWE star Wade Barrett issued the following invitation to Neville on Twitter. Wade Barrett tweeted, "Yo Neville, I got a bunch of lads at WOS Wrestling who are asking to fight you. Check it out on ITV at 5 p.m. today and you can pick your opponent." In an interview with Submission Radio, former WWE star Jack Swagger explained why he left the company. Jack Swagger said, "Well, you know, the WWE, it's a dream job. But it's like any other job where there's politics and you got bosses that you have to deal with. And so for me, in the great words of Drizzy Drake, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'm done with it." So it got to the point where, not that I wasn't having fun, because going out there in front of thousands of fans in wrestling, it's what I'm born to do. But it came to a point where I wasn't there for the same reasons that they were having me there. Like, I need to compete, and that's one thing that I take away from leaving WWE. Is I'll never go this long without competing again because it's part of who I am. And when I'm not competing, it's when I will struggle with things because I'm not going 100% or focused 100%. Jack Swagger continued on by saying, "So for me, it was a combination of two things. I needed a change, I needed to be pushed, I needed to be challenged. And also, it was a great opportunity. It was a great time to leave. It's a great time to be a pro wrestler right now. As you guys said, I'm working nonstop since I left the company. It's also a great time to be a pro fighter. So that's also why I left. I knew that I had this opportunity ahead of me and that I needed to leave to focus on it and really give MMA 125%, as well as capitalize on the greatest TV exposure that I received over the last 12 years. Thanks to eWrestling.com for the quotes. According to PWIinsider.com, Maryse vs. Brie Bella has been discussed for the Evolution pay-per-view. Now that she has given birth, Maryse is expected to be a regular character on television once again. And finally, here on Jammin John's Wrestling News, it is now time to announce the latest special subscriber poll. That poll being, now that Neville is no longer under contract with WWE, where should he go? Should he go to New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, Progress Wrestling, Insane Championship Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, Impact Wrestling, Combat Zone Wrestling, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, or another promotion? If you're a subscriber, you can go vote right now at patreon.com/jamminjohn. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing with your life? Go subscribe to me at patreon.com/jamminjohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/jamminjohn. And that is your news for Monday, August 27th, 2018. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices. Big shout out to everybody listening to this on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Stewie Family is the name. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, The Jammin John. Go join my official Discord, Bert's Chicken Shack. Once again, that's Bert's Chicken Shack. You can look that up on discordservers.com. Join the server, it's a lot of fun. I'd really appreciate it if you did. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin John's Wrestling News, or you're a wrestling promotion wanting to get your next big event out through the awesome power of Amazon Alexa, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. It's good to have Tony Nelson on as the newest subscriber. Thank you so much, brother. Once again, if you'd like to subscribe to my Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/jamminjohn. Again, I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/jamminjohn. This is Jammin John saying thanks, goodbye, I'll see you tomorrow.